Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Bran's Tale. We are back in the lab, and we are not wearing our power armor currently. We're wearing our survivor armor that we were wearing before. I have been going up and down, just grabbing some of the things from our new killdozer and bringing them down here to the lab. Now, we have a little bit of work to do while we are down here. First of all, I want to just take some of these things here, clean them off so that we can disassemble them. We've also got our charcoal kiln, which is now finally finished. We have charcoal. I don't know how much we would have got from that entire process, and we could have done something with it a lot sooner. I'm not sure how long it takes exactly. We didn't see a change in the item. It stayed the way it was. We actually just had to reactivate it. So going to it now, we should be able to disassemble it, except we do need to be able to see to craft. Now, we're kind of getting a... well, we just used our blood filter. Probably didn't need to do that. We are having an issue with this. When we have our light open, it is causing us to be blind to our supplies that are down here, which is a little frustrating. So we're going to need to try and figure out a lighting system in which that doesn't happen. Ideally, it'd be great if there were lights inside of here. Unfortunately, that is not the case. It is the way it is. So for the most part, we'll have it off, but sometimes we will need to close that door up and just use our own light. But yes, we have the finished charcoal kiln that we can now disassemble. It's going to give us 200 units of charcoal, and it gives us the charcoal kiln back. So let's take that charcoal and see if we can load these up. That already is 135 in there. If I go ahead and reload it, how much can I stack in here? Okay. I reckon that's, that's pretty full now. Okay, we don't have any other food for us to actually preserve at this point. Yeah. But in the future, when we bring food types back, we will be able to deal with that. The charcoal kiln for now, we can go ahead and just put back over here. We are going to need a lot more. That's why I feel like doing the rock-based one might be better for us, just because we can really stack that thing up and get a whole heap going on in there. We should have a fair amount of clean water still to our name as well. Let's just have a quick gander. Yes, we do. We have quite... Oh, actually, no, we've only got 8 left in that one. I will go ahead and unload that, pouring it into... Well, we don't have a canteen anymore, do we? We're going to have to go ahead and make another canteen, seeing as we like to eat it so much. For now, let's just go ahead and have some clean water, though. We'll just go finish off what's in that pot there, and then same thing, just go through bit by bit on this one here. Metal tank... So we're just drinking straight from the tank right now, just to try and deal with that initial thirst that we have. And we're feeling good. Fantastic. Okay, still a little bit tired. That's alright, we can work with that. So we're going to go and take this washboard, activating that. We're going to attempt to clean up a whole heap of these pieces of jewelry that were brought along with us. We're going to use the regular water to do it, and just like that, we're done. So we'll drop it off before we forget about it. And as for our items here, I can't remember if it's disassemble or if it's just butcher that we need to do. No, it's going to be disassemble. Gold and 1 diamond. Fantastic. As for the gold bracelet, let's go ahead. No, this isn't a multi-drop. We want to interact with them and disassemble. Okay, there's some more gold. The tie clip we're probably not going to do anything with. We'll just go ahead and drop that on the ground. We don't really have anything to do with that. Yeah, okay, so let's just go and shuffle those around. Okay, apparently we needed to shuffle over this way, which let the birds out. God damn it. Okay, well, alright, birds, you're out for now. God damn it. Ain't much I can do to stop them. Oh, we were grabbing bird litter, that was why. Well, the bird litter needs to actually live over here. In the brazier. Let's go ahead and light this on fire. We don't have anything to light it on fire with right now. That's fine. That's fine. The birds can stay out here for the time being. Now, what we need to have a look at is the combat armor and how we want to try and use this thing. So the encumbrance is 20, it fits. What I'm going to be intrigued to see is if we charge it with plutonium, what happens then? So I cannot remember if we have any plutonium stacked among us here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our birds back inside so we can close this bloody door. We did get 1 chicken egg out of that though, so thank you, Charlie. I appreciate your work. Let's see. We are looking for plutonium, ideally. So we're going to be looking all around us. So we want to start off by looking all around, and we're going to start to search for plutonium. So we've got plutonium cells to the southeast. Only 9. But that's cool. We'll go ahead and take that for now. So we're going to need a lot more than that, obviously. So nothing else plutonium based around here. Plutonium will be a little bit difficult for us to come across, but it's not impossible to find. We'll just need to be creative with how we try and find those. In the past, you've been able to disassemble CBMs. We don't seem to be able to do that. That's okay. So we want to reload this combat armor. I have no idea how long it will charge itself. Hang on a second. That gave us a lot. How many plutonium cells did we use then? Did we put all of those in there? We must have, because we don't have it in our inventory anymore. So that gave it that much charge, and that's actually a considerable amount of charge. So the equipment that we have on, we're going to go ahead and take off again, and then we're going to build on top of what we are able to get with this combat armor. So we're going to drop all that to the ground, get completely naked, and we're going to go and chuck this thing on. So combat armor, boom, we are entirely covered by this thing now. Right, 20 encumbrance across the board. It is also giving us a batch and cut protection of 4 and 10, so not massive. It also helps us clearly see underwater. Very nice. Let's go ahead and activate this thing. We turn it on. Oh, look at that! RivTech Model 13, Riv OS online. CBRN defense system online. Acoustic dampening system online. Thermal regulation system online. Vision enhancement system online. Electroreactive armor system online. All systems nominal. I've never seen that before. And actually, when we did activate it, we did see our eyes kind of disappear behind the visor there. This is kind of cool. So, okay, bash and cut protection 1025. I believe it was 1025 before. So powering on, I guess, is giving us some kinds of bonuses. Looking at this though, it's interesting. So that's giving us 20, but over here it's saying the encumbrance is only 5. So maybe it does adjust when it's turned on. But no, we've still got 20 across the board. Let's go ahead and move and see if that changes. And it does. So it only has a encumbrance of 5 across the board when we're running with it activated. And I'm guessing the acoustic dampening system is giving us more of a silent step. I think usually we're 2. Our sound is 1 when we're walking. Vision enhancement, I'm guessing that will give us some other kind of bonuses. Thermal regulation, we seem to be comfortable right now, which is nice. Yeah, it's just the real question will be how long can it stay powered up? I'm intrigued by this, and this is quite cool. We're going to go and drop the survivor hood because we're not going to be using that. But I guess the question is from here, what can we wear on top of this? Ideally, we'll be able to wear our survivor rucksack. Commit suicide? No. God damn it. Whoa, okay, where? Okay, so we can put the rucksack on, fantastic. So, yes, it encumbers our torso up to 25, but that's only 25, and that's giving us the ability to carry a whole heap of stuff, something that we couldn't do in our regular power armor. Really, I feel like this just fits us a lot more than our power armor. I know some of you were a bit like, I don't know about the big clunky armor, and I 100% agree with you on that. We've got the Kevlar vest, maybe we can get away with wearing that, because that will give us next to no encumbrance. It's just another 5, and the bash and cut protection from that's pretty damn good. So let's see, we put on our Kevlar vest, fantastic. So going through to our torso, it's on the inside, which is exactly where we want it to be. That's great. We've got a torso encumbrance of 30. Now we probably could go and chuck the survivor suit on over the top. I feel like that would be a little bit of overkill. More than we need. However, these other pieces, we can definitely have a look at getting them on there. The survivor vest with Kevlar plates, I'm tempted to get that on there, although I'm a little concerned that it might double up in some areas. So let's have a look. No, it's not, and it's only 38. So still, I'm pretty damn happy with this. It's worn over our clothes and that's worn strapped on, so really we're looking pretty damn good there. Okay, next step. Are we going to be able to wear our helmet? No. So unfortunately we've got a big helmet on, so that's that. Now the survivor harness would be great if we can get away with wearing that. That may give us some overlap. Let's have a look. Again, no overlap, but it is putting our torso encumbrance up to 40. And I think the reason there is no overlap there is because it's actually worn around our waist, and that's got the fusion blaster rifle connected to it. So I mean, that's good. I think that's pretty damn good. Really, if we wanted to cut back some, we could maybe have a look at taking the vest off. That's 8 encumbrance, which is the most that we're getting other than the rucksack itself. This is giving us an additional, let's see, 10 and 20. So really, it's pretty good. I guess the question is 40 encumbrance going to stop us from doing what we need to do? I don't think so. We're going to go and put these knee pads on over the top of this though. We're going to take the leather arm guards, we're going to chuck those on, which, you know, does give us a bit more encumbrance on our arms. We're looking at 21, which is starting to get up there a bit, and then the gauntlets, that may put our hands, no, our hands are looking okay there. Encumbrance wise, that's all acceptable. We've got our socks and our gloves, which we probably don't actually need, considering we seem to be covered and the temperature doesn't really seem to be an issue. The game watch we're going to go ahead and put on because, well, we can have fun with that, and just that small little relic we found. So that's everything. We can't wear our boots because we're already wearing footwear, so I mean, that's what it is. I'm pretty happy with this setup, I'll be honest, and when we go ahead and activate and turn that off, yes, we will see our encumbrance. Yeah, see, look, there we go, we can see our eyes again because the helmet's not lit up. Very freaking cool. Yeah, so it puts everything up by a fair amount, but even, you know, before, with all of our gear on, we were looking around about, you know, 55 in terms of that that power usage. Not bloody bad. Not bloody bad. I'm actually quite happy about that. So we want these other things to go away, or go somewhere else rather. Broadsword, obviously you're living with us. We don't have anywhere to strap that, but that's actually okay. I'm all right with that. I don't think we want to try and overdo our, you know, our encumbrance, because I feel like we're in a pretty good place with it right now. We do want to make sure that we have our backup. So we have the IDW here, and that's not the one we were using before, because that's the 50mm. I believe I might have actually put that gun away already, so we're going to go put the IDW back over there. And let's have a look. We want to go and grab... Now, the backup is an option. Was the backup what we were... No, the backup wasn't what we were using, because I was concerned about... it was the M1911. However, the backup would be doing a lot more damage. The 45 rounds were nice, but I kind of miss what this one can do, and it already has all the modifications on it. Yeah, it's noise. That's kind of the issue. I'm not as concerned about it, if I'm being honest. The suppressor on the M1911 really didn't make that much of a difference, and the backup can really pack a punch. The Defender being a shotgun, the volume of this is really small. It's only a little bit bigger than the backup, but for the most part, the Defender isn't going to be super accurate from range because, well, it's a shotgun. Whereas the backup can have a little bit more range to it. Maximum range is 30, maximum range is 12. So yeah, we want to be firing at, you know, corrosive zombies from further away. So we're going to go ahead and take the backup. The other option that we have for this is trying to go for something like the pneumatic. Yeah, what is it called? Good question. What is it called? It's pneumatic, which should be PNU for pneumatic.
I know it's a strange kind of spelling. We might not be able to make anything like that, but the backup isn't a bad weapon. And it's using the 223 Remington rounds, so we could bring the reloaded rounds with us. The damage on those is 39, damage on these is 44. Obviously that's going to be better. We'll take both types for now. Oh, hang on. We can use the tracer rounds as well. So maybe it would be better using those instead. So let's have a look at the damage output. 42, this ammo never misfires. Nice. Yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and take both types. We'll leave the reloaded stuff behind, and I'll just see if I can go ahead and reload that. Yep, easily done. We insert a cartridge into it, and what's great about the backup is that we don't have to eject the magazine to be able to reload it. So I'm happy about that. I am. Let's have that one gummy vitamin that's just chilling out over here, and drop these water purification tablets off. Apparently I picked up one of those casings as well. Don't know how. Where there's a will, there's a way. We need to pick up some more water as well. Definitely something that we need to look at doing. And you know what? We need to have something to eat. But what? We've got so much smoked meat in there. An impressive amount of smoked meat. And really, you know what's interesting about that is that, oh, actually, spoils in about 1 week. God damn. No. We're gonna have so much of it go off. Can we dehydrate it? So we can see that some of our dehydrated stuff only had more than 2 years. Spoils in more than 2 years, more than 5 years, about 2 years. We need to start eating this smoked meat, or we need to dehydrate it, because we were smoking it originally on the racks over there, but really dehydrating is where it's at, and well, as we know, dehydrating does take a fair amount of power. We still haven't been able to kind of get that down to a fine art yet. I reckon we'll get there eventually, but we're not quite there, unfortunately. Let's have a look at electronics and just see what we can create at this stage. Obviously, it's too dark to make anything in particular, but I'm just wanting to have a bit of a gander here and just see what's going on. What we have available to us at this stage. See, that would kind of be nice. A quantum solar backpack, because we can charge ourselves off that. Not really tools that we're wanting to have a look at. No, so there's nothing too wild in there that we're wanting to really have a go at. In terms of armor, there could be some new things that I'm not aware of that we could look at getting. Where are you gonna be, Pistol Bandolier? Keeping cartridges close at hand. And that's also gonna be waste, so not really what we're looking for. Yeah, not for us. What I think I might like to do is have the cloak on hand. Yeah, I mean, it does add a bit of volume to our pack, but having that thing close by, being able to turn invisible, potentially turn invisible, I'm down with that. I'm definitely on board with that. Now, because we have so much smoked meat, and we're probably not going to be able to convert it, what I'm going to do at the moment is we're going to turn on our metabolic interchange, and we're going to start using that to just refill our power, because, well, it's a pretty fast way of doing it. Well, I say that, it is taking us a little while to kind of go up here. Let's see, smoked meat. It would be great if I had smoked meat on a hotkey right now, so let's just see, how much smoked meat can we take? Let's go smoked. Smoked meat, let's just go take 100. That's 10, that's fine. We'll go ahead and have 10 smoked meat. It is gonna make us a little thirsty after a while, but this is gonna be one of the faster ways for us to recharge ourselves. We do have our cables with us now, so in the future we will be able to charge ourselves on the go. Which is going to be good because we're going to be using a fair bit of power again just to work on our tractor a little bit more. Tractor, well, it's not really a tractor, is it? Our killdozer, rather. Alright, we're about halfway through. I didn't realize how much, you know, just how good fertilizer is. Fertilizer is fantastic for powering you. I mean, it does make a lot of sense. It's just something that I never really considered. Making fertilizer in this is a great source of energy. And actually, just seeing us having nothing to read. I am tempted to be reading more of our books that are in here. Always tempted. And we're dead tired, so we'll go ahead and just have that last bit of smoked meat. Maybe just go grab 10 more just so we have it with us. Okay, let's get ourselves let's not overdo it. We're going to turn the metabolic interchange off, and we are going to have ourselves a good and proper sleep. And yes, we are going to be sleeping with the suit. Well, can we take the suit off easily enough? Oh, look at that, we can. Yeah, so we'll take it off when we sleep, and we'll put it back on in the morning. Internal climate control is still turned on. Did not realize that. Thank you very much, game, for informing me of this. We're going to go ahead and sleep. We're not going to set an alarm this time because we are dead tired. We want to make sure that we are having a proper sleep. And we do seem to be going through those hours pretty quickly, so I am happy about that. Then we'll get our man Bran up and running. I believe the little thing coming off to the side is his cable charging kind of tether, so to speak. And I do like that he's bald as well. Some dead guy did actually explain to me that it's because essentially during character creation, it's almost treated like a mutation. You can choose your hairstyle there. But I think for Bran, him being bald now makes a lot of sense considering how much of his skin he's changed out for other things. Yeah, we're definitely not really human anymore. We're gonna grab our combat armor, we're gonna go ahead and put that on. It should fall back into where it was before. Interesting that I'm seeing the yellow there. Is that because they're interacting with each other in a strange way? Could be the case. Let's have a look at the arms. Yeah, it could be that. Is that the wrong way round, potentially? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Oh, right, yeah. So they're the only things that are actually on the same layer, so they are interacting with each other. Although I do like having that extra protection on there, that extra 6 I'm not that concerned with. That's fine. We're alright with that. Let's have some smoked meat. We're got about 7,000 power right now, which is a good amount for us to be rocking. Fusion Blaster Arm CBM. Yeah, of course, we haven't installed that. We've just got it in our rifle. Can we disassemble any of you? No, we cannot. Okay. Alright, well, look, first thing that we're going to try and deal with is water. We need to make sure that we are making some more water, and we're going to have to make a new water, well, we're going to have to go ahead and make ourselves a new canteen. Plastic canteen, easy enough for us to make. We're just going to go for the smaller one. We'll use some sinew nearby. We'll use, you know what, sure, let's use the hobo stove for a change. Alright, cool, we got ourselves our plastic canteen. How much water do we have left in this little stockpile here? Only 4. Okay, well, let's go ahead and make some more clean water. We'll go ahead and make the full 20 units. Spend 25 minutes doing that. We will pour it. Let's drink the hot water first. Not overdo it. We're going to go ahead and pour that first of all in our plastic canteen, and then pour the rest into the metal tank full of clean water. Very nice, very nice. So, what next for us? Well, we're going to be going back up to the surface. We're going to be working on our vehicle a little bit more, making sure that's reinforced, that it's properly good and ready to go. I don't think we're going to need any extra duct tape. I'm just going to take 100 units of duct tape up with us, just in case. Let's go ahead. I really like it, team, if we didn't do this every single time. So we started running, see if we can beat them out of here. And we can, they just want to come along for the ride. I realize that, but it's going to be much safer for them if they stay away. Yes, we are really going to step into the rubble pile as we make our way past it. We've left our folded Foldertron down here. We're not going to need it for anything. At least I don't think so at this stage. Ooh, that's actually tiring us out a bit. You know what, let's go ahead and turn it off then. We're going to turn off our ratchet system. Because apparently, just with us being a little bit more encumbered, having stuff encumbering our mouth, it is making it a little bit harder for us to breathe, and therefore making us exert ourselves more. Which we don't want. Alright, back on the outside. Let's grab our broadsword. Just be ready. I do like that we're, you know, a little bit more nimbler. We're going to go ahead and fight these two out here, these two tough zombies. We'll walk towards them. Alright. Boom, boom. A miss and a hit. Alright. Yeah, I would like to clear the way to make it a little bit easier for us, and we should really be closing those doors just to be safe. So we do have a UPS charging station, which I wouldn't mind getting installed in this vehicle somewhere. So let's go ahead and examine that vehicle. We could probably install it here where that trunk is. So let's have a look at installing that there. It's just going to take us 30 minutes for us to do that. We are getting a little warm, however, while we're just hanging out here. No need for us to turn on our suit yet. So what we might do instead is just turn on our own internal climate control. Use our power rather than the plutonium in the suit. Alright, let's have a look. We need to go start repairing. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to repair that reinforced headlight, which is a little unfortunate that that's gone already. So we'll repair all the way through here. Just a few bits and pieces that have been damaged during our drive. More than you probably think. Yeah, these spike rams are all going to be a little damaged. Tough zombie approaching. Yes, let's stop and take care of this sucker. Good old 1-2. We'll take the shot, sure. We'll make sure that you're not going to come back. We'll get some more smoked meat. Fantastic. Let's not overdo it. There we go. Back to repairing. Composite armor. Frame. Yes, we're not going to be able to replace those. That's fine. Let's just go back to the rams. Treads. Okay. So just hitting R takes us to the next point that we can repair, or the next most damaged point. I think that's pretty much going to be everything. When it's grayed out, it means that it's gone. We need to replace it with something else. And that's something that we will do in time. We're just going to work our way down from where we are at the moment, installing the composite armor. We will have to do some more repairing as we kind of go along. I am not sure how many more pieces of composite armor we have, but obviously, as you can see, it's taking a little while to work through all of this. And these internal places, it's not as important that they have composite armor on them, but it certainly helps. And as you can see, we're actually using quite a bit of time to work on these. And we probably will work until we get to being dead tired again, just because, well, we're overexerting ourselves, and you know how much I love to do that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get to repairing that afterwards. Let's just continue installing for now. Okay, I'm going to do it on either side first, just because they're more than likely the parts that are going to be damaged. Do that the whole way along here, actually, before we start to look back at the interior. And that, I think, is the last piece. So we kind of managed to do it semi-uniform, which is good. We'll just repair these last pieces of composite armor. And then I think we will allow Bran to have a little bit of a sleep, as he's earned it. But before long, we are going to be heading out on an adventure. That very well may start this episode. Okay, so we're looking pretty good there. Next thing that I wanted to have a look at is where we have the spiked rams. I don't think I want to change them out for anything. I was semi-tempted to do that. I think we'll probably just stick with what's there. The trunk is pretty good. We can store a decent amount of stuff in there, so I'm not so concerned with that. The flamethrower would be nice to use. Again, not something that we 100% need to use, but, you know, it's a maybe. And I think if we are going to this place, if we're going to travel all this way, you know, Bran might bring along some of the things that he's wanted to trial. Namely, some of those vials that he's found along his way, on his journeys. So we'd be bringing those back with us, or rather, bringing them along with us for the ride. Alright, back inside, come on. Okay, fine. We'll just leave the door open this time. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. Go ahead and drop this armor off for the time being. Where are you? Why can't I see you? Combat armor. That was bizarre. And we'll go ahead and sleep with our sword in hand. Just like so. So we've got quite a bit of smoked meat that we can bring with us. We'll be certainly bringing some clean water along with us as well. Oh wow, our power went down to 1k really fast. I didn't realize how quickly we were losing it, but we were using a lot of power on the vehicle just to weld the day away, essentially. Yeah, we definitely need a better power generation method to get that back. Yes, that's great. What would be fantastic is another lab, because another lab would essentially give us the chance to find new equipment, new things that we can put into us. Yeah, let's get full. We're gonna have that clean water. We're essentially gonna do the same thing there. I wanna start off slaked. Great, let's go ahead and swap with Terry the turkey and Charlie the chicken. Wear that armor once again. Okay. How prepared can we be for this thing? Well, we can go ahead and take a lot more smoked meat. Let's go ahead and take 100 units of smoked meat. That's too much, apparently. Let's take 30 instead. That's a good amount. That's a good amount. We're going to go ahead and unload some more of that clean water. Unloading that into our plastic canteen. We'll leave the rest in there for now. Decision-making time. Well, we certainly need more power before we leave. So while we're having a think, we are going to be putting on the metabolic exchange, and we'll just be eating smoked meat as we go. Not the smoked meat in our inventory, however. The smoked meat that's just kind of hanging about here. We definitely want to be bringing along some of our mutagenics to see what effects they may have on other people. That's if other people are alive. We have no idea whether or not they will be going into this. We really, really do not know. And that's exciting. Our poor bird friends here will be alone for a while, depending on how long this trip takes. And I guess the other side of it as well. I'm a little nervous about driving at high speed through things, because, you know, stuff explodes in Cataclysm. And that's how you usually have deaths when it comes to like higher power characters like Bran. He is a very high power character, but he does have vulnerabilities. Explosions, they do not care if you're super strong, if you're super fast. You're still vulnerable in many parts, and they will take advantage of that and tear you limb from limb. So it's a little frightening, but we can't be afraid. I would like to have more light than what we have, so I don't know if we're going to be able to make a spotlight down here, but it's something that I'm considering doing. We could just have a look at different variations of light. So let's just search for light. Pilot light, lightning link, light, oh my god. Floodlight is what we're after. So we'd need to have 4 light bulbs or 4 light strips unpowered. So we can make light strips. As you can see up here, can we make 4? We can make 4 exactly. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Make our 4. Okay, we're very hungry after that. We're at 8k power, that's good. Let's have some more of the smoked meat in the stockpile. Just keep that energy building up in us. Okay, next up, let's have a look at floodlights. Okay, we are missing copper wire now. Of course we are. Of course we are. Now, we did disassemble a television just recently up here, but I'm assuming we did take everything of that out. Alright, well, back into here then. Let's see. Where else can we find some copper wire? We might be able to get a little bit of copper wire from the fridge, so we're going to go ahead and disassemble that sucker and just see what we can get. Okay, we're very hungry again. We have got some copper wire. Not enough, however. We are going to need a little bit more, so we will do the same thing in here, just after we... Am I going to have that smoked meat now? We're at 9k power, that's fine, so we'll turn off the metabolic interchange, and we'll just have something when we get back. Ooh, the voices are creepy. Very creepy. Alright, we're going to take some more of that copper wire. I was unsure how much I was going to need. Let's come back into here, have something to eat first, and that's from our pile. My bad. Okay, go for one more. Yes, and we'll drink clean water out of here too. Let's see. Excellent. Okay. Back at flood. Alright, we need 10 copper wires. We're only on 4. Not even close. So ideally, we would find a television or something like one. That would be the best tool for the job. Okay, we've got a monitor. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this. See what we got. Okay. Copper wire. 5 copper wires. So I believe we are just one off at this stage. Yes, just one more. Thank you. I'm not sure if we can get copper wire from disassembling. Let's see. It may. It's just electronic scrap in a plastic chunk. Yeah. LCD screen. I don't know if we can disassemble you. No. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like we're getting anything from it. Amplifier circuit, it does give us copper wire. So we'll go ahead and take those. If we just go ahead and drop them on the ground out in the hallway, we should be able to disassemble them and get a little bit back from them. So we'll do that. Butcher, we will cut up amplifier circuit, disassemble everything at once. Okay, let's go take all of that back with us, and that should be more than enough of the goodies to be able to make this thing. Let's go floodlight. There we go. Directed floodlight, or floodlight. Just a floodlight. It's going to give us light around our entire vehicle. Can be overkill, yeah. But I'm okay with it. So we're going to go and drop all of that back off. We definitely want to have some duct tape with us to be able to do repairs on the road. What else do we want to have? I think this is everything. We've got our inhaler, which is back up near 100, which is, that's good. We've got our fusion blaster. We have our backup. The shot we can go ahead and drop off. We might want to bring some more cash cards with us than what we have there, and I'm trying to remember where they would be. We've got mutagen serum. There we go. 7 test tubes. Which is a fair few. Now we do need to have a syringe to be able to use that. So let's see if we can track down a syringe. We should be able to find one in here somewhere. Yep, 3 syringes. We'll take those with us. We're near capacity at this stage. And then finally, what was the last thing that we were just talking about? Oh dear. Oh dear. We've got some contact lenses. That's good. I wouldn't mind bringing some glasses just as a backup. So they should be down here. There we go, a pair of bifocal glasses. Oh, I'm nervous. I am nervous about this. Plastic jerry can of gasoline. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, I'm happy with that. Is that everything? Well, it's close to everything. We're gonna go ahead and run out of here. Say goodbye to Charlie the chicken, Gary the goose, and Terry the turkey. We're going to start to make our way up towards the surface, up towards our vehicle. Which, for better or for worse, is prepared or not prepared. We'll soon find out, won't we? What we can do, interestingly enough, is once we get up there, we can actually charge our rifle in the UPS-compatible charging station, which, that's cool. So I don't know how much charge we can put into the fusion blaster rifle, but we can get a bit in there. So let's have a look-see. First of all, we want to go ahead and install this floodlight. We'll probably install it right in the center above us, which is great. So that's just going to go pretty much everywhere. We also want to refill this using. We'll go ahead and refill this one here. Full of gasoline. Okay, so it wasn't much, but it was something. Let's see. Do we have any other gas in here? Do we have a rubber hose with us? We do not have a rubber hose. Of course we don't have a rubber hose. That would be too simple. This actually does have gas in it right now. All right. One last little... Well, actually, no, we don't need to. There is a refrigerator right here. Brilliant. Okay, we are getting warm. Don't like that. Let's take this rubber hose, and we are going to siphon fuel out of these. So, siphon. That, pour into container, plastic jerry can. And we'll do the same to our bike. Siphon into the jerry can. There's some left over apparently. Okay, so we filled the jerry can, that's good. Refill. Okay, great. Better amounts. And siphon. Pour into container. There we go. Oh, that's not siphon. We want to refill. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. That the lot then? I think so. I think so. Let's go ahead and jump into this thing. I do like the floodlight on top. That's a nice touch. Let's go ahead and drop the fusion blaster into here. I'm going to... Let's turn the thing on, which starts up perfectly fine. Examine the vehicle. We're looking alright. We're going to go ahead, control multiple electronics, turn on overhead lights, turn on the recharger. Look at that floodlight. It is daytime. It is literally daytime around us. So the compatible, yeah. So let's go ahead and let go of the controls for a second. Examine vehicle. I'm pretty sure I put the rifle in there. Did I not? I did something strange. What happened to the survivor harness? Oh, I put it on the pavement. Okay, not what I wanted to do. The survivor harness went onto the pavement. Okay, let's see. No filters, okay. Okay, let's just do an all-around search then. Okay, so it's down there apparently. Let's change this to our inventory. Go ahead and grab it. Wear the survivor harness, and we're going to activate the harness. Store our broadsword in our inventory, and we want to go to, not the pavement, the bandit bulldozer, and we will put our rifle in there. Which is in our hands right now. And I guess we can't? That's weird. Okay, that went into the trunk this time. So if we go get items, it should be uses 40 charges of UPS shot. So let's just give it a second or two. Get a zombie soldier killer nearby. I don't know if it has charged it or not. I think we can go ahead and turn it off for now. Turn off the recharger. We want to make sure that the battery doesn't die on us, because it is going to be using a fair bit of power. But we're going to get this thing rolling. So let's turn around. Yeah, seriously looks like daytime. When we're zoomed in like this, 100% looks like daytime. It's crazy. Alright, let's start going. So we do want to try our best to keep that speed up. Let's try and hit this car. Let's go 38. Okay. So yeah, it moves it around, as you can see. Gone ahead and knocked him right out the way. So, where do we want to try and go? What kind of line do we want to start trying to cut? Well, as you can see, it's a long way down. There is no direct, straight route. A lot of it is going to be turning here and there. Ideally, I think we'll probably try and go the route that it's kind of got laid out for us. It looks like we can go straight down to Moose River from Grafton over here. So if we can get to Grafton, that'd be good. But for us to do that, we need to get to Pittsburgh first. So we could try and follow the outskirts. I don't know if we'll be able to dive between any of the houses here. Looks like we will be able to do a little bit of that here. So we're going to try and stick to the outside. What that will mean for us, though, is we need to be very aware of running into potential minefields, like literal minefields. So we've got a Shocker Brute to the south of us, and I'm very tempted to say hello to said Shocker Brute. So let's go do this. We're going to turn off the overhead headlights, like so. Let's see if we can run this sucker down. This is stupidly dangerous. Okay. We got another Shocker Brute. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let's try and run through this horde. Okay. Oh, right. This is where it gets crazy. Start to do a turn. These treads are great. They stop real quick. We got another Shocker Brute apparently within sight. And we are kind of near a minefield or something. Oh, there's a zombie necromancer. That's brilliant. Okay, so let's go up towards this one here. We're going to go ahead and stop the vehicle. Stop driving. Do we have our rifle back? No. Let's go ahead and activate the survivor harness, put that back there. We're going to go ahead and wield that broadsword. We need to go for that zombie necromancer ASAP. Okay, we can see the necromancer. That's great. You know what? Oh, it's just brought the shocker brute back. I don't know if it's a really clear night or if... No, we're not using the armor yet, are we? No. Let's go ahead and turn this on. All of it starts to power up. That's good. So we're at a distance here. We definitely need this zombie necromancer to die, so we're going to go ahead. We are going to expend some power here. We need to be mindful that while doing this, we are making ourselves visible to our friend down there. Oh, that was very loud. That was very loud. I don't like that. I think that was someone stepping on a mine. So obviously the shocker brute we need to try and deal with. I think that's a spitter down there. Yeah. Alright, so we could use our fusion blaster here. Wouldn't be a terrible idea, but the explosion radius from it, the noise from the explosion, would be quite severe. Something for us to consider. Let's have a look and see how this is going to be. We're going to take a precise shot at the... So, pretty good shot. It killed the zombie dog, killed the zombie, killed a lot of things in that explosion. I'm happy about that. So let's go ahead and put this thing away. We're going to go back to the survivor harness, go back to our broadsword, wield the broadsword, thank you. Okay, and here they come, towards the flames. And if we can just bring them through the flames, we'll all be happy. Okay, our brutish friend has discovered us. So we don't have a huge choice right now. We are just going to, because we have power, start trying to take some headshots. Now he's close enough that I'm going to go ahead and apply our kinetic shock absorbers just for the sake of our sanity and safety. It is nearly dead, so one more shot should be able to do this. There we go. That's how we do. That is how we do. Okay, let's get out of this shocking... Oh, hang on. We weren't getting shocked then. Was the suit absorbing that? It quite well could have been. Maybe it does have like a dielectric capacitance system or something like that built into it. It's entirely possible. We've got another shocker brute within semi-range here. Alright. Okay, southeast we're hearing a huge explosion. Well, isn't that grand? Let's go ahead and activate. This is using not a huge amount of power. I'm actually quite impressed with this suit. But again, I think we will try and limit it to actual fights. Yeah, let's go through, deal with these bodies where we can. That's a bruised shocker brute corpse. Okay, that's great. Just work our way through here. Take down what we can. Okay, have a little bit of a breather. So, shocker brute, we're going to go ahead and grab you and start dragging you up towards your friend. Now, you are another one. Correct me if I'm wrong, or you are the one that was up here that we pushed around. I think you're the one that was up here. Yes, okay. Go ahead and drag you over here. Alright, let's get to work. Now, there is a chance that we could be interrupted. It's 42 minutes of us skinning. Spitter zombie spotted, ignore. Only if it comes to us. Power storage and anti-glare compensators. Okay. Right, the Rottweiler is making its way kind of down here. We'll go ahead and just deal with it, because it's going to be a problem otherwise. There we go. Pulped some of that clean water. Okay, back down to here. We're going to go to the shocker brute. We're going to dissect. Ignore. And... oh, no. Okay, damn. I saw titanium and I got excited. We already have that. Alright, Spitter. You'll be fine. We're going to take the power storage CBMs. You know what? I think I'm dumb and I didn't bring the folded Foldertron with us. That is very stupid of me. Very, very stupid indeed. We don't need to be holding on to most of these things though. The cloak is something that I think think we'll keep in our inventory just in case, things go really, really wrong. But yeah, I am a little disappointed that we don't have the Foldertron with us. We aren't that far away. I could turn back, but I think we're going to be okay without it. I'm not wanting to do this for looting, primarily. This is a exploration of the world. Let's not yell a sentence. We're going to go ahead and eat some more smoked meat. We're going to go turn this bad boy on, and let's go ahead and turn on those overhead lights because we like it being daytime. Okay, so with that, we are going to continue further around, as you do. And what was this? Nothing. It's nothing. Have we been to nothing? Have we seen what nothing looks like? Let's quick save just in case nothing destroys our brain for some reason. It might be too much for us to comprehend seeing nothing. So let's just go run through our friends here. We've got some more zombie soldiers. We'll run them down as we start driving on over towards nothing. And we've got a look at that. We've got a corrosive zombie. Wouldn't you know it? And a zombie master of all things. And what the hell are you? What are you? Oh, you're a new look for the corrosive zombie. Hey. Oh, you look horrible. Ah, great. Wonderful. And that is nothing, apparently. Nothing looks a lot like something to me. Yeah. Maybe... I don't like that. We need them to die. Well, that's one dead corrosive zombie. I really want this zombie master to die. Let's see if we can do that. Ankle biter. I thought I saw it say something else there for a second. I was a little concerned. We'll go ahead and spin around. This, I think, is an office tower, and I think this is why the game was semi-creeping, or rather freaking out earlier. When I was doing the startup in the previous episode. Okay. More death. Now, we aren't pulping these bodies. Sometimes we can do enough damage to them that they don't actually need to be pulped. So if we go through this, zombie master corpse, yeah, that definitely would need to be pulped. So I'm pretty sure that this is an office tower. It's just displaying as nothing because office towers might have been removed or something like that. But regardless, we've seen. It's what we came here to do, to have a look at it, and now we're going to move on. I'm tempted to stop by some of these vehicles to see if they have much in the way of fuel. So let's have a look at doing that. We're just going to go ahead and stop this vehicle here. Stop driving. I'm going to leave the overhead lights on for now. I'm fine with that. The battery power is... Now, it is actually draining a fair amount. I should be a little concerned with that. Let's have a look. We're going to go examine the vehicle, and it has nothing. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, maybe it can't quite keep up with it, because also when we're starting the engine, it is having an effect on it, so yeah. Hey, we got a subway entrance. Wouldn't you know it? Okay. Yeah, so I guess we'll keep our eye on this vehicle's power because, yeah, our floodlights might be a little bit too much for it. Nice little sleeping bag there. Let's go and try and see if we can run over that creek. Try to at the very least. What do we have here? A camisole. And soda can stove kit. Very nice. Very nice. This house is very damaged. But yeah, we're going to try and stick along to the outside as much as we can here, going past these different places. What do we have over there? A bookstore. Ooh, that's always tempting. You know what? We could probably have a little bit of a stop in there. It could give us a chance just to leave the engine on. Yeah, we'll go and smash just through one of the windows here. So, we'll go stop our vehicle. Pull the handbrake. We will turn off our lights and we'll just let go of the controls. So we'll leave the vehicle running, just give it a chance to kind of recharge itself. And we'll see what we can do with these windows here. I want to see if I can pry this, because if we can't pry windows, what's the point? Okay. There's nothing to pry. Okay, so it's just one of those windows that we can't pry. Alright, that's our vehicle running over there, that's fine. Okay, cool. Open. What do we got? Cardboard box, very nice. Got little coffee makers, yep. Nice, good stuff. Let's have a chocolate drink, actually. Oh, don't want to overdo it. What about the dark cola? We can do that. Okay, so we're starting to have a look at the books. Let's just go ahead and turn on our implanted night vision, and we'll see what we've got going on here. So most of these we have already read, or cannot to learn anything from them. Nothing. And these three back here, nothing. Okay. That's fine. Take it for what it is. Let's check on our vehicle, see how it's doing. Examined vehicle, 100% battery. That's what we're talking about. It's very easy to charge it back up at the least. Alright, we take control. Let's go ahead, control these. We're going to turn on the overhead lights. Let's get driving. I am enjoying this vehicle. Let's hope it keeps up. So far we've been lucky in that we haven't run into any stops. Like there've been no stops so far. If we can make it onto this road here in Stafford, we can travel south for a good long ways. It does take us a little bit away from Grafton though. I think we want to keep on trying to head. Yeah, let's go for this road, and then we'll try and make our way to Grafton from here. There's no straight shots, but it's a pretty damn long stretch. So all we need to do is just go around this doctor's office here and try and make our way back out. Or this subway. Okay. We're just going to go plow through these bushes here. Try to, at the very least. We can get hung up on them for a little while. And, ooh, we got ourselves a gas station. That is definitely tempting. Let's please not blow ourselves up. We're going to have to push a little bit hard to get through there. Okay. Alright, am I going to pull up next to any of these? No, I think we're going to play it safe. We're just going to stop the vehicle here. Pardon me. We're going to turn off those lights. Stop driving. Okay, we spotted a moose. Yes, the moose could be an issue. Let's get items, plastic jerry can. And let's see if we can get some gas here. Current. Okay, buy gas. Maximum of 68 litres. Is that because our cash? Yes, I think we were actually limited by our cash there. Okay, well we might try and find another way to siphon that out. And gas pump number 1 is going to be this one up here. So, or not, it could be this one this time. Yes, okay, pour into a container. There's some left over. Okay, so back to you, refill. And we'll just do this. Actually, that's going to take quite a while. If we can get the vehicle close enough to the pump, we'll be fine. Let's please not blow ourselves up here. That moose is going to... Oh, okay, it actually just jumped in the vehicle. Let go of the controls. Alright, that worked. Grab the controls again. Close the door. Continue backing up. Well, we got moose meat. That's something. Now we really don't want to hit the pump here. Alright, that's close enough. Let's go to 0 speed, not do the handbrake, just in case there's any kind of crazy ass turns. Okay. Yes. Refill the nearby vehicle. Fill that tank up. Now start filling that tank. Cool. Oh, it's just going and it's going and it's going. Okay, that's all of it, right? Yep, that's all of it. Okay, now, can we get more? We just got a short rope hanging out here. There's no way for us to hack this so much. Refund cash? Okay. I just got my cash back. Okay. Yes. Fill this one here. Yep, that tank's full. I guess maybe there was just a little bit more on there and I didn't realize. Okay, and it falls silent. And that's pretty good. We're looking at 87. It's a decent percentage. let's go ahead. We're going to back out of here. Alright. Let's go ahead and stop our vehicle. We might end up having a little bit of a sleep here. I think that's going to be the safest thing for us to do. We're going to stop driving, examine this vehicle, and we'll do a little bit of repair on these spiked rams. If we can. Repair, spiked ram. Okay. Monsters spotted. Ignore. Oh, hello. Oh, it just came over and exploded. That's fine. Spiked ram. How long are you taking us to repair? 7 minutes. That's next to no time at all. 5 minutes for that. Yeah, so as long as we can keep on repairing them before they get too damaged, we'll be looking okay. And with that, we are going to be ending today's episode. If we start that journey now, I'm going to be far too tempted to just keep on pushing on, which isn't going to be a good thing for Bran or for us. So with that, guys and gals, I shall see you in the next. Thank you all for joining me once again. I've been Rycon, you have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.